Welcome y'all to the Blackhoof Saloon, a Wild West Exodus podcast. Mosey on up to the bar and get yourself a bottle of firewater or a glass of sarsaparilla and listen to some good old yarns about adventures of lawdogs, outlaws, and weird creatures. So set a spell, water your ride or your rider, and get ready to tune up your posses. This is the Blackhoof Saloon.
Alright, this is Jedi Pal, and coming at you from Texas, and I just received a box from Warcradle Studios. Last week, they reached out to me and asked if I would be willing to show off and a sprue from the Dystopian War 2-player box set that is to release soon. I, of course, said, absolutely. So here's the box. It came today. Which is remarkable because I was told it was shipped out Tuesday. It's now Friday, and it arrived today. That is amazing. Came all the way over from the UK. And like I said, I'm in the USA, in Texas. So the package arrived in a shipping box, and inside the shipping box was this. There's also a Christmas card. The Christmas card is amazing. It's from the Warcradle Studios. It actually showcases the new holiday model that they came out with this Christmas, which is a model for Mythos, which is the Cthulhu minis game that Warcradle produced this spring, right at the start of the pandemic. So it released throughout the year, and this is a new model that can play for any of the factions of the game, and it's kind of neat because it has two models in the box. Because when you flip his card as part of the way the game plays, you can swap out the two different types of the model. So, Merry Christmas to the Warcradle Studio, and super excited to show off this sprue. So here's the box. Once again, another slick box. Most of the products that come out of Warcradle, if they're a sprue or a box set like a posse box, it comes in a similar box. Wild West Exodus comes in like a wood grain. Lost World Exodus comes in a different color box sometimes. And then Mythos has a different colored box. But this is a black with a silver. It's very nice. Makes it stand out and makes it special. So inside, we've got some bubble wrap that protecting the sprue. We're going to set that aside. And I've got a piece of paper. That way, it'll help me stand out this. So here is the Warcradle Studios premiere debut of in-house plastics. So Dystopian War was supposed to release last spring, like at the beginning of the year, but with the COVID hitting China, the production of the things that they were helping Warcradle build in China was held up, right? Well, then as the virus spread across the globe, Warcradle Studios had to go into a hiatus, start part of the shutdowns, and they decided to hold off on Dystopian War release. And doing so, they made the big change to bring in their own plastic production. So this is from their new plastics division at Warcradle. So this is a sprue that they've designed in-house from the sketches from Roberto, through the 3D design, through the 3D unit, and then ultimately creating and putting out this sprue. So first I'm going to show you the details on the side, right? They have the name of the sprue, Commonwealth, Cruiser, and Frigate. Okay, so these two, this one big piece allows you to build 2 frigates and a cruiser. But the cruiser actually is designed to allow for up to 4 different variations of a cruiser. And then, of course, once you start combining all the different weapon components on the sprue, man, it's going to be lots of different ways you can outfit what you have here on the sprue. So that's what we have to start. The things to know about this sprue is this sprue is holding an immense amount of detail. So I'm going to come in as close as I can without losing any details. But as you can see, we can see some rivets. We see some very detailed hatches or orifices. If you look, you can see some of the rivets alongside this this hub here, and then you can see the what I think are the broadside cannon barrels. Some engine parts. Here's some decking. So you can see some of the decking has decking lines. Also some small other details, some piping. But the details on this are amazing. Like, look at the vents on these two pieces with the star. Of course, the rivets again. And if you see the front of the cruiser, I'm going to spin this around so we can see the front of the cruiser a little better with the white. So the front of that cruiser with the wings. So that'll be the front of the ship. It'll have the wing pattern, and then there's obviously going to be a mold line, or not a mold line, but a seam line there. And one of the ways that the kit is going to protect that seam line, so make it vanish without too much of work for us, is these little shields that you mount in front of those wings. So the majority of that little design is going to be capped by this. It virtually is going to make the lines, that seam, just disappear. Here's some more of those details. I'm going to get real close in there. So that's just really wicked. And I'm showing off the sprue before I start building. I'm not going to build in this video. I'm just going to show off the sprue. Because these sprues are crazy good. See, here's one of the beam weapons. Look at all the details. Itty bitty details. That's one of the turrets. As you see, you get 3 of that one weapon. Here's a missile battery turret. You also will have 3 of those in a box. Here's the frigate deck plate, and as you see, it's got a little mini turret front. That's a static, it doesn't move. But depending on how you want to mount these bigger, you could put magnets and make them swivel. But these little ones, they're static, so they won't be, you won't be bringing those guns to bear. Again, here's the front of the frigate, and you can see it's got a similar winged motif, and you can see it's got the broadside cannons. Obviously, a frigate has less amounts. You've got a couple in the back. You got 4 up alongside the front. These look like different variations or different generators that you can mount on the different hard points. Here's an engine. Looks like the engine stack. And here is like some huge monster turret. Look at the detail on that. Just crazy. It's so good. So I've been, the hands kits that were created in China for Outlaw and Warcradle have been some of the best plastics that I've seen. And this sprue is that good, right? The layout, all the things that are going to come in this kit, all the different options, just makes this just a superior sprue. Some of the other people who's put these out probably have a little more experience with plastic sprues in the miniature realm, and that's what they're saying too. And I'm not just fanboying because I never played Dystopian War. I'm basically I'm now playing Dystopian War, just based off of the Sprue. There's no reason I'm not jumping in this game. Knowing that the plastics are going to be this good, and with this much variation or ability to customize and tinker, magnet up these turrets, this is going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to build these. So yeah, I'm going to build these and then get back with you guys with a video once they're built. And yeah, I'm going to get real close up on these ships after they're put together, and we can talk about them some more. I'm going to post this video up on several different places, all over, Facebook groups, and then I'm also going to throw it up on the YouTube channel, the Blackhoof Saloon YouTube, so you guys can catch it there too. So tell me what you think. Obviously, once me and the gang, the guys get back together, we'll probably discuss this some more. And I will be posting pictures and some follow-ups to this. So again, there's a large view. I'm hoping this video is crisp enough for you guys to see what I'm seeing here. But this brew is amazing. So I'm going to flip this. And look at that. Wayland Games Limited, made in the UK. Warcradle Studios. Be proud, Warcradle. These are amazing. Crazy sprue. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll be back soon. Alright, this is Brian with the Blackhoof Saloon, signing out. Yeehaw. See y'all later.
Thanks for stopping by the Blackhoof Saloon, y'all. We hope you enjoyed your visit. Feel free to get a hold of us with comments or questions via the interwebs, and shoot us a telegraph at blackhoofsaloon@gmail.com. You can also find us on the Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Music for the podcast was provided for use by Ross Bugden and can be found at one of his YouTube channels, Ross Bugden Music or Ross Bugden Composer. Until your next visit, ride with the sun at your back and always roll those big crits.